A brighter tomorrow is here! It's number one sarcasm with Doom 2016 number 8. Start off with a tram ride I didn't pay for because I forgot my
It's time we meet in person.
public
My
transport
office
card.
is on the second floor of this facility.
But that's fine. It appears we're lucky. There's the train security, tram security, whatever, down here to check me. That's fine. Man, making these videos is such an easy task. And if you don't believe me, it's in my name. But honestly, this level, playing this level at least, before doing all the extra shit to actually slap all this together, playing the level was a little bit frustrating because the first time I played it, again, it didn't record because I don't know whether it was my fault or whether my PS4 is just getting on in age and had enough of shit, but it doesn't really matter. Figured it out in the end. Just restarted the level. We're gonna go from here. But it does mean that having a little bit of prior knowledge as to what's happening or where everything is as well. I'm able to just kind of run around the level willy-nilly. And this is kind of an iconic level. Iconic? I don't know. I fucking love it, but that's because, I know, that's spoilers. We get the BFG here. Sure, that's not a massive spoiler for anybody at this point, though. But that's what I remember about this level, is getting the BFG and talking to Hayden for way longer than I cared. Fucking drones on and there's nothing to do while he talks. But it's fine.
Fully indoctrinated, they have assimilated the UAC core belief, a world of power.
I think an issue I have, not so, yeah, I'm gonna stick with issue. Not a huge fan of how blurry some of these levels get. Like I remember that I get the BFG here because I remember that it starts with the tram, and I remember that Hayden's like, oh, we gotta meet.
Enough applicants, and our faith is nothing without believers.
But
We cannot conduct our
like this next a couple of the other levels, some of the Argent facility, I think even the Lazarus labs are in the next level, they all just kind of blur together. And like the hell levels I can't tell apart. It's all just hell. I think Titan's Realm has a bit more of a grey look to it, where like Kadinger is orange, and I think the well is red. So, like, there are aesthetic differences, but a lot of it just blurs together. Not quite as distinct, I think. But that's okay. It's still, for all of the nitpicks that I come across and that I've sort of taken notice of, especially while making this playthrough, it still remains my favorite Doom game. Everything feels very tight and neat. Not like it's too much going on all at once. My little nitpick with Eternal is just so much going on that I forget a lot of shit. And I don't know, maybe once I'm done with this game I'll get to Doom Eternal and we'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't be too bad. But just from memory, yeah, there was way too much for me to be able to do to keep up. These summoners though, oof, they are not very intimidating. I like that they tried to give us an archvile without giving us an archvile, but it's not it. It's just not the same. I want my archvile.
Demonic presence eliminated.
My biggest question though is how the Doomslayer gets any leverage on doing a glory kill on the summoners, because they're just kind of floating there.
Do not
This
be alarmed
fucking
by the
guy.
system update. It is a prototype of our interdimensional tether. A means for me to pull you back from hell. I'm sorry for the jolt, but I didn't think you'd allow its installation voluntarily.
Like a
I'm
dog with a
Dr. Samuel
harness.
Hayden.
Is-
I have supplies
Doesn't
in
want
my
it.
office. This way, please.
I'll listen to him drone on for a little bit. Hey, look, it's me and my buddies.
The destruction of the Argent Tower is
This
devastating.
conversation, a one-sided conversation,
I
just
am committed to helping you close
lasts
the
too
portal.
fucking long.
Your affinity for guns is apparent. I'm confident you'll find something useful there as well. The service elevator is at the end of the hall.
I can appreciate that they're like. We need to give you information. We need to give in-world story relevant points to move things forward, to keep everything relevant. 2 whole minutes of just I don't know, maybe a little bit longer of just standing in that office space, not shooting anything, not exploring, not looking for anything. So fucking boring. This fight here, I really like. And we'll see in a second, it's the introduction to the Cyber Mancubus. And that is what I like about it. I like that we get a new enemy that I really do find aesthetically to just really cool looking. My issue, and I mean I guess it's kind of obvious, but a Cyber Mancubus doesn't feel that much more intimidating than that Pudge here. It's the same thing. The different color palette. Maybe it takes an extra hit or two, but yeah, I just don't find it all that impressive as like a danger. That guy just got fucking obliterated though by his buddies. I'd love to know, like, the hierarchy or is there like a caste system among demons, or are they all just, they're like Warhammer orcs. It's just, they don't care who they're fighting, but they're just gonna fight something. Fuck you, guy. Just blow up. I love I love all the green on him though. There's so much of the rest of the game, like, you see green. Green is good. Green is the way to go. Green is the direction. But you see this demon just covered in green, little green lights, and you're like, that's good. That is the direction. Like a moth drawn to flame, I want to run at him and vault him. I learned with this particular rune trial, I fucking hate the assault rifle. It's like, it's okay, you want to give me an accurate, quick firing weapon, but I don't like it. I like weapons that spread with splash. So the shotgun is just beautiful because you don't have to. Excuse me. It's almost time for my afternoon nap. But the super shotgun, you don't need to like hit center mass all the time for it to be an effective hit. The only time I really actually use this the assault rifle is lost soul. Don't want to take them out quick, which the pistol won't do, but I don't want to waste ammo for a gun that I actually want to be using. I'm also not sure why they made that a full airlock. It's kind of just annoying. Yep. A use for the gun. Crazy, right? Ugh. Not much going on out here. I thought there'd be a little bit more. Maybe a cacodemon or two. There's a good couple fun little collectibles here. Yeah. I won't say no to more armor. Plus, I'm hoping that eventually we can get to the rune. Pretty sure it's a rune? Have to be. But infinite ammo when your armor's above 100. Not that that's gonna last super long, but I'm hoping that if I can get that rune, infinite ammo, and the armor drops on glory kills, I can get that to level 2. That'd be sick. Especially like, oh, the last few fights in the well. Whew, they are some of the toughest fights whole game. Having a little bit of extra power behind myself, or just, yeah, access to my arsenal. And feeling just that little bit more untouchable. Not that I'm not, but you feel indestructible when you're getting health, you're getting armor. You can't be put down. It is a great feeling late game when you are super powerful. Oh, I wonder if you can drop down on top of that guy rather than having him drop on you. Just like ambush the guy that's trying to ambush you. That'd be funny. It was really a tough choice, this one. You know, of course, like which mod do I get? Because I don't care for any of these 4 mods. I don't really use them, I don't really want them. Seriously, the Gatling rotator. When you have the mobile turret, why the fuck would you want the Gatling rotator? If anyone can tell me where it shines, please do. I'd love to know. Anyway, the march must continue. Onwards and upwards. Fucking pretty Astro Boy quotes. Oh, has anybody watched Pluto? And I know by the time anyone potentially stumbles across this, Pluto's probably going to be really fucking old, but Netflix Pluto, it's actually pretty good. Like, I haven't seen a whole lot of Astro Boy, but it's certainly gotten me interested. Nonetheless, must move on. Oh yeah, no. I'm trying to remember where the last rune for the level is, but yeah, this hallway's kind of uneventful. Really not a lot going on apart from that mancubus, which, again, these things are just far too easy to deal with at this point. Getting hit isn't really like, oh shit, I've been hit. It's just like a little bit of a nuisance. With this toy, there's like, you can hear that, the zombie or the possessed. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck he was. And then it was immediately obvious when I dropped in here. I'm like, oh, see how the level, or I see like how this little office space sits. I was so confused for a second. Anyway, we're off to, what are we doing? That's right. Stealing dead people.
Access granted. Hello, Dr. Peters.
I don't think that's how that works. Like, if it works like that, that's, I mean, great, sure, but
Unauthorized personnel.
I'm not sure it's meant to work like that.
Expulsion to commence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think this room is a lot more fun and interesting when you don't know what's coming, or when
Activating laser security system.
you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. Because, like I said earlier, green is good. Green is the way to go. Follow the green. It's like it's obvious that you jump up on those bits. But shooting at the laser grid, that was not so obvious. That gimmick doesn't come up all that often. It's a good one though, I like it.
All personnel, please proceed to the Lazarus
That never gets old. Do they do it in yeah, they do it in Eternal too. You get the BFG and then they just give you a massive crowd of fodder to like turn into this red mist. I know that's the lights, but like they otherwise turn into red mist for a couple seconds. Hiding in the fence like the fucking xenomorph. So far, this is my least favorite rune trial. I fucking hate it. And it's not that the rune itself is pointless. Like, I see where it has use because it enemies take get a damage reduction when they're stunned for a glory kill, but doing this with the pistol is fucking horrible. I hate the pistol. But now that's over, we can actually progress with some worthwhile stuff. That, if I can work on weapon mastery, will be wonderful. Moving, although do tend to use it only in specific moments, but I don't know. Being able to move would be nice. Not very happy with that, because I've managed these two pinkies much better in the past. But I do appreciate and love that you just smack them across the face with a slab of their own butt meat. And this, a recipe. The game is just a recipe. The game actually, that's it. The game is like baking. There's very little margin for error when you're baking. Very little margin for error when you're facing a room full of... I'm gonna say demons because none of them are no one demon on its own is particularly difficult. It's like the beginning of the recipe, you know. The fight starts off with like... Might start off with something more difficult like those revenants, and then it'll give you a whole bunch of fodder that are really frustrating to pin down because they move around a lot. That's like whisking eggs in the flour. It's you know, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. It's kind of annoying because it's time consuming. But then you start to come across these bigger guys. Someone is here to ruin your day, and it's like, oh, you put too much salt in the thing, or you know, forgot to make the well in the bottom of the bowl, and then these guys show up, and the oven wasn't at the right temperature, and now the whole thing's fucked. We come at it again. We like get everything on point, Get all the ingredients mixed correctly. Everything just kind of flows neatly. Except for this, right at the end when you're like trying to get the cake out of the tray or whatever, and there's just that one last fucking shield guy hidden up the back that you can't find,
Disengaged.
and the cake won't come out of the fucking tin.
Lazarus service elevator now alerting.
This though,
Demonic presence at unsafe levels.
wait, hold up, you'll see. This, I have no time for. I would just... Let's just get this over and done with, alright? Doing that fight and then just like, yeah, we're gonna throw a couple barons at you. You know what?
Demonic presence.
Fuck you. You just
Lockdown.
padding the last 5-10 minutes of the game. Of the level, sorry. On that note, that is the end of the level. The end of A Brighter Tomorrow. It gets darker from here. No. Anyway guys, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you are doing, and I'll see you all next time for the Lazarus facility. Bye!